we're back for another episode of Helmet to Helmet. Sorry that we missed out on last week, but I'll be honest, we recorded an episode, a full episode, and then I was like, this is shit. This is a shit product, and we don't deliver shit on this show. So, I know we're week 5 already. We only have like 2 episodes, so forgive us, but I mean, we still have a whole season left. So like, 10 more episodes plus playoffs and then Super Bowl maybe. So we have time.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna go right into the first matchup of the week, and that is gonna be Thursday night game. We can talk about it really quickly. It's Rams and Seahawks. So far, I mean, if we talk about the Seahawks, we also got to talk about the GOAT, Russell Wilson. So far, let's see, Russell Wilson. Last week he had 149 yards, 2 touchdowns, a 116 rating, and about 6.5 yards per attempt. So not his best week, but he's been solid every week. Starting him every week. I think Robert has him. So, but overall in the league, he's first in yard per attempt, 9.6, and first in passer rating. So, but yeah, you were saying
he's probably one of the only veteran quarterbacks left that's actually good still.
Yeah,
because you got Ben Roethlisberger, who's kind of doing ass. And then who else is a vet choking?
Tom Brady. Tom Brady last week.
Tom Brady last week. Oh my God, he killed me in fantasy. 11 points. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, man, Russell Wilson, he's never changed it. It looks like he's getting better every year, actually. But yeah, man, you hardly ever see him injured too, which is what I love about him. He's a gladiator, man.
Yeah, I will say that we did see this last year, where the first half of the season, Russell Wilson was just throwing bombs everywhere, fucking amazing quarterback to have on your league, and then some reason, towards like the end of the season, he just sucked ass. I don't know if we'll see that again. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, for now, he's doing pretty good. He still has right up, I have pulled up his Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, last week he had 5 targets, 4 receptions, and 24 yards. So that was not pretty good. I should. And his counterpart DK, who has similar stats with 4 receptions, did have more targets with 8, and he did get 65 yards and a tutty. As far as we know, DK is a man on there, but sometimes it just switches up every week. Some weeks it's DK, some weeks it's Lockett, so it's like the flip of the coin, who's going to get the ball. They are going against the Rams, and they give up a lot of passing yards. They gave a lot to last season to, not last season, shit, what the fuck am I talking about? Last week to Kyler Murray, and they also give up a bunch of rushing yards, so Rams defense is not looking good this year compared to last year. But yeah,
who do you have that game, bro?
The what?
Who do you have that game winning that game?
I want to say the Rams.
The Rams?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You?
For sure. Yeah, man, I might have to go with the Rams, but see, Seahawks have done it, many upsets before. Like last year when I think they beat the Cardinals twice in a row.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Surprise! What I found out today, Chris Carson's not going to play this week, tonight. So in his place is none other than Alex Collins. Let's see.
And he did pretty good last week too, Alex Collins.
Yeah, I'll pull up his stats real quick. This past week he had let me change it to PPR. Yeah, like about 15.8 points. And let's see if I could see more. Here we go. In rushing, he had 44 yards on 10 attempts, two targets with 2 receptions, and a touchdown. So, yeah, he's pretty solid if Chris Carson doesn't play. There is another running back that is also going to be on the team. I think his name is Homer. But I'm sure Alex Holland, he's like a mini, I want to say Dalvin Cook, if I should say. He even looks kind of like Dalvin Cook with the dreads. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think Rams got this game. But there's going to be so many players just blowing up this week. We're going to see Cooper Kupp. You're going to see Alex Collins, Lockett. Maybe I think out of the 2, DK and Lockett's going to have, like those years where it's like 4 touchdowns a game.
What's it called? I like when DK Metcalf will get on. Well, not DK Metcalf. It will be mostly Ramsey getting on DK Metcalf's face.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Ramsey, he held D-Hop back last week. So, he's gonna have to either pick one or the other. And if he picks Lockett, it's gonna go to DK. If he picks his DK, score's gonna go to Lockett. So yeah, we'll see. Mm-hmm. Next on our list, we're gonna talk about the Buffalo Bills. Can't talk about the Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes, who last week had 278 yards, 5 tutties, 1 interception, and 131 rating. So, I mean, that dude had game of the year last week so far. He threw majority of the touchdowns to Tyreek Hill. How much did he score? Like 47 points or something like that? Something crazy.
Yeah, 47 points.
Like
in our league. Yeah.
They were doing the Eagles are doing pretty good last week. They were stopping those explosive plays, which what most teams now know to stop the Kansas City Chiefs. Stop those explosive plays, but some reason in the second half, like the Eagles just like let up, and then Chiefs put on the gas on that one. But yeah, Tyreek Hill, he had 12 targets, 11 receptions, 186 yards. Jeez, man, that dude had like a hell of a game and 3 touchdowns. It's hard to beat that kind of player.
Yeah, it's been
You're like
in a game. I think the Cowboys.
Hold up, you like cut off. You had like an internet like hiccup. Say that again.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm not gonna cut that. We're gonna keep that in because this is our show, and we're gonna whatever happens. Say that again. Go ahead.
Now I was saying that what was I saying? That this might be like a really high scoring game. Like maybe we might see like a record breaking game, like how we saw with the Cowboys and the Broncos in 2000. I don't know when it was. I think it was like 2016. So something around there. It was with Tony Romo, who was still in there, and him and Peyton Manning just went at it, But yeah, man, we're seeing the increase of Emmanuel Sanders and Cole Beasley, also Randy Moss. I mean, yeah, right? No, Zach Moss.
Yeah.
And all those 3, especially with Stephon Diggs there as a big distraction. I don't see why Keenan Allen and boys can pull this off, but also this is Sunday Night Football primetime, and we all know who competes the best in primetime, which is Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, of course, and also Tyreek Hill. We saw him, like you said it yourself, how he performed last week.
Yeah. I will say Bills are like, I think they're like the number 1 defense in the league. Their pass defense last week, they only gave away 87 yards. They did 4 interceptions against Houston. Kept them down to like a 23.4 passer rating. Jeez. And yeah, they're like incredible. I picked them up last week, and jeez, I'm happy that I did.
Yeah.
They're not expected to do so well because it is the Kansas City Chiefs, but they're gonna hold them back. The rush defense is really good. They're like number 4 in the league, given 3.2 yards per carry, and last week only 68 yards per carry, not per carry, per game.
Hey man, I know it's the Kansas City Chiefs, but anything's possible. I mean, we saw what the Chargers did against the Chiefs, and that was really impressive.
Yeah, the Chiefs.
that Chargers defense.
The Chiefs. I want to say they're like one of the, I would say the worst in the league, right? Last week again for Jalen Hurts, they gave 387 yards. I gave him a 105 passer rating, and then like over the season, they've given like 30th. Most yards per attempt. So they're bad on the ground, bad in the air. So if you have a player on Buffalo, they're gonna score pretty high for sure. So and so as well as the Chiefs. Don't doubt the Chiefs too. Yeah, like you said, it's a hard defense, but if there's one team that could overcome that defense is the Kansas City Chiefs. But that being said, the Buffalo Bills have more options, right? I would say. Chiefs have what? Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and I guess Clyde Edwards-Helaire is coming up on the ground.
Well, yeah, Helaire on the ground, yeah.
Yeah.
But like on the air is just a little.
If you look at the Bills, right? They have Emmanuel Sanders, Stephon Diggs. They have Singletary. They have their tight end, Dawson Knox, who had like 2 touchdowns last week.
Oh, yeah. Knox is going off, bro.
Yeah. I picked him up. I should have played him, but it's like 4 points difference, and it doesn't matter compared to Gesicki. But yeah, I say the Bills have more options, and and their quarterback rushes too. So, there's that. But yeah, Josh Allen's doing pretty good. Stephon Diggs, he only had 10 targets, 7 receptions, and 114 yards. Really good. No touchdowns. I don't think he's had a touchdown this season. Has he?
Who?
Stephon Diggs.
Oh, Stephon Diggs. I think maybe week 1, and that's it.
Let me check real quick. Yeah, like 1. But yeah, I prefer the Bills, and I think the Bills are gonna do well this game. So that's my pick for this game. You?
I was watching this NFL Network. Decided to turn it on today and I watched it, and they were talking about Mac Jones and Bill Belichick of like, oh, how good Mac Jones is looking now and all that, and everyone's saying that it's Bill Belichick doing it because he's a coach.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree with that. Like, like coaching matters at some degree. Not like, the players are the ones that play the game, right? But coaching to some extent can help, like in game time moments.
Yeah.
And with that said, I'm gonna go with Reed. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on this one.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, they're gonna pull it off, and that's gonna wake up.
Yeah, I had just pulled up a picture of Mac Jones. But yeah, I heard that Mac Jones is doing really good too. Side note for the New England Patriots. Can I see his stats? Yeah, he had like 2 touchdowns, 275 yards. But what surprised me was like his completions versus attempts. So yeah, 31 completions over 40 attempts. So that's pretty good. Good. Like 80%. So, yeah. I guess we'll hop on to the next game, which will be the Cardinals versus San Francisco. So, without again, we're gonna. I guess we'll start with the quarterback with each game. uh,
Mm-hmm.
so start with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray had 286 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 120 passer rating. Oh man, that dude, he had like he did pretty good last week. Who did he play last week? He played the Rams. So yeah.
The Rams.
So maybe I guess we could compare. Yeah, I guess like the easiest comparison that we have right now for the Chiefs, going back to the last game, is I guess the Cardinals. They're like they're one in their league. I mean their division, I should say. They have an explosive offense, right? One of the best quarterbacks, right? So if you look at what they were to do, maybe the Chiefs are able to overcome a tough defense like the Rams. So yeah, we did not see so much from D-Hop, who had 7 targets but only 4 receptions for 67 yards. But we did see an explosiveness from AJ Green with 6 targets and 5 receptions and 67 yards and a tutty. So yeah, we're seeing a little bit. Some weeks it's D-Hop, one week is Rondo Moore, the rookie, who kind of died off a little bit, and now we're seeing AJ Green, the legend. But yeah, they are going against the 49ers pass defense, which with Russell Wilson, he only got 149 yards and about 6.5 yards per attempt. So, but their rush defense, they only gave up like 105 yards. So we'll see about that with the Cardinals defense. No, I mean 49ers defense. So yeah, from this, like these two teams, like what players do you like, either from 49ers or Cardinals?
I mean, Kyler Murray, if you're comparing quarterbacks, there's like literally no quarterback to compare that guy to. I think he's leading right now for MVP, for the position to win MVP of the year. And on his tail, the only one behind him is Dak Prescott, and after that, I don't think anyone's near those two guys.
I think Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, the 49ers have a long day ahead of them.
Yeah,
I see this game as one-sided. There is Deebo Samuel, who I like from the 49ers, who can blow up every game like we've seen in the past 4 weeks.
What was it? I want to bring up, me and Manolo were talking about this earlier today. We're like, you remember like 2 years ago, you were like, you said, I like Kyler Murray. Like, he's going to be really good. And then I talked about it in the league, and y'all guys were like, nah, man, he's trash. Fucking first pick, piece of shit, whatever. Whatever.
Everyone was judging him by his size.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's the only thing that happened.
And then look what happened. Look, the next year,
Yeah.
they built up their O-line, and like now he can fucking throw. He can breathe. And
it's because, to be honest, bro, I did not know that he could take a hit. Like, the kid could take a hit.
Yeah.
But I see the way that he takes the hit. Like, he literally just throws himself in the air and rolls up in a little ball.
Yeah.
And he takes the hit, and wherever he lands, that's where he lands.
Yeah.
He doesn't try to force more yards or anything. He just takes the hit, and he's a professional, man. He knows how to
Yeah.
take a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Let's see. We could also talk about Chase Edmonds, who had like a good game. Let me pull up his stuff.
Yeah, he's questionable right now, though.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he does play, he did have a good game last week. He had 12 carries with 120 yards. Jeez. With about 10 yards per carry. Damn.
And there
Average.
was one run where he got like 40 yards or something like that.
That's what,
and it was straight down the middle.
Yeah. That's what boosted it. Yeah, but James Conner is also in the run for that too. So if one doesn't play, the other one's going to do fine. We do have, I got to say, for the 49ers, We're probably not going to have Jimmy Garoppolo, but we most likely will have Trey Lance, the rookie. And I think in the PPR league, he got like 20 points last week. Just not bad at all. But Trey Lance had 157 yards with 2 touchdowns. So, hey man, that dude's gonna be a up and comer. I'm predicting it now. Same as Kyler Murray, this dude's gonna blow up. It's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna see resurgence from the 49ers.
Yeah, hopefully the 49ers start, working him or trade him to a team that needs a quarterback,
Yeah.
If you're not going to use him, you're going to stay with Garoppolo, Although Garoppolo is very injury prone. Like I noticed last year he got injured like twice, I think. And this year I think this is already his second time injured.
Yeah.
And
if we're going to talk about the 49ers, you also got to mention Deebo Samuel, who's probably like number 1 wide receiver in the league, close to Mike Williams and Tyreek Hill. Well, I'm not sure in that order. But yeah, last week Deebo Samuel had 12 targets, 8 receptions, and
did he get both those touchdowns from Trey Lance?
Yes, I believe so. So yeah, he had 8 receptions, 156 yards. You know, he had like a long touchdown, right? And then he has 2 touchdowns. But also on the same team, they do have Kittle, who hasn't been performing like. It's weird. I watched all these shows, and they put Kittle in the top 3, and yet he's never top 3 performer. I think, right? So I mean, last week he only had 4 receptions for 40 yards.
Nowhere near.
But he had 4 receptions, but he had 11 targets. This dude's dropping all these balls.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's also like questionable every single week. So I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, I saw some footage about that of his 11 targets and 4 catches. And some of those passes were kind of bad, to be honest. Yeah. And maybe now with Trey Lance, maybe we'll see some change. But no, I think that was Trey Lance throwing those off-target balls.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. From
last game that we'll talk about is going to be Monday night. So it's going to be the Ravens versus the Colts. I guess we'll start off with the quarterback again, because like all these teams have the best quarterbacks in the league. So
quarterback, you mean running back?
Yeah. Yep.
Leaving the team in rush.
Did you see the end of that game? The Ravens versus the Broncos. So,
I didn't see the end of it. I was watching.
There was a lot of drama in that game. Well, at the end of the game, because the Ravens had we're trying to break a world record with like most consecutive games with 100+ rushing yards, and it was like around 40-something games, right? Yeah, I think it was like 40-something, 40 whatever. They needed one more game to like break the record or tie it up. And like at the end of the game, when it's over, the right thing to do is like to take a knee and end the game, right? Well, in the last play, they let Lamar rush to the left for like 4 yards to barely break the record. And the Broncos head coach is like, "What the hell is this? This is not supposed to be," or whatever. I was like, some people are like, "Ah, man, it's okay. It was just to break a record. Fuck it. We want to see our record break." But then like on another tone is like. Is it the right thing to do for the other team? I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, if the opportunity is there, the opportunity shows itself, you better take it. That's what champions do. And that's what Lamar did.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But definitely take that opportunity, man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so for this game, Lamar Jackson had last week 316 passing yards, 1 tutty, and that was to Marquise Brown. And he also had 8.5 yards per attempt. That was pretty good from Lamar Jackson, and he was also questionable throughout the week, so that was very surprising. I wish he had a little bit more touchdowns, but Marquise Brown, he bounced back really quick from the week where he like butterfingered all those balls. Um, he had 5 targets, 4 receptions, and 91 yards and a touchdown, which is a long ass touchdown. It was like 60, 50 yards, if I remember correctly. But yeah.
Mhm.
If we're gonna talk about the Colts pass defense, they gave Brissett like 2 touchdowns, but they also kept him under like 200 yards. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the game has to go to the ground, but we'll see. What do you think about the Colts defense?
Colts defense, man, it's pretty good. I feel like their offense is the one that needs to find their rhythm more or less,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be tough, man, because I think Hines got questionable today. Like this afternoon, I got a notification for him because I have him in other leagues, and yeah, Hines is questionable right now, and I think it's just gonna be Taylor there, and can he handle the full workload? Maybe,
I think so.
but
I'll say this: he's
yeah.
been he's making a comeback. He did score about in PPR. He scored about 20 points for my team. So in the last game, he had 16 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown against Miami. So, and he had like 6.4 yards per carry. So that's really good. I think he's fine. He's still young. He's still a stud. So yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor is good to go. He was questionable last week for his knee, but he was fine.
Yeah, that's what I meant by handling it. Like I know that he'll do good, but will he play again next week? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Will he get injured this game? Getting like a big gain. Hines is still a monster though. Pretty good backup to have.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, gotta keep pressure off that knee.
Yeah. Who was it? Let me pull up the next player. Carson Wentz. I don't like Carson Wentz at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man,
I feel like the Colts were better without him last year. But
I feel like Phillip Rivers retired too early.
yeah, that kind of sucks. So if Carson Wentz is going against the Ravens D. The Ravens D last week had 5 sacks and 11 quarterback hits, and Carson Wentz allows like about 2+ sacks every game. So, so like what do you expect?
Exactly.
And he's like has like 2 broken legs, and he's still playing. Well, they're not broken, but they're like a young colt, just like wiggling around. But yeah, Colts. The Ravens defense is going to eat up Carson Wentz. Last week he did have 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. So one going to Jonathan Taylor. But yeah, not much for that game. Yeah, he did throw one to Mo Alley Cox, the tight end for the Colts. So maybe we were seeing a resurgence from Mo Alley Cox, or maybe that was just a one-time thing. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I think last year we saw like a bit of him do good last year with Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did all right in the last few games.
But yeah, that wraps things up for the games. Let me see what other games we can rapid fire our predictions. So, Giants, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Always. Jets, Falcons. I see another upset from the Jets. So Jets.
Yeah.
Packers, Bengals. This is tough. They're both 3-1, but
Yeah.
I think Packers. I'm gonna go with Packers on that one. Or do you?
I'm gonna go with Packers only because I think Mixon is injured, and also one of their receivers, Higgins, or
Yeah,
who's injured. Yeah, the Bengals are kind of banged up right now. So yeah, only for that reason,
for sure.
I'm gonna go with
Uh,
the Packers.
Lions, Vikings. I think Vikings.
Lions, Vikings. Yeah,
Hey man,
that's for sure.
I don't know what it is, but lately I've been becoming a fan of the Vikings. Maybe it's because I have Dalvin Cook, but
Yeah.
they're fun to watch. I like watching them.
Yeah, I like watching them too. I have Adam Thielen like almost every year.
Yeah, yeah,
And dude, watching that guy play is crazy. Like the Vikings games are kind of crazy too. Like they're always close.
yeah.
It's real fun to watch play.
One of my friends from like I've known him like him and his brothers for like forever since like I was in preschool, and they're big Vikings fans, right? And like whenever like so I every Saturday I go play Magic the Gathering, fucking nerd shit, right? They're like card games, and uh, every week we're always talking about the Viking game, how they can improve, because they are 1-3. So I just became like a secondhand Vikings fan a little bit. I'm still Cowboys forever, but Vikings are there. Whatever. Getting off topic, but Broncos and Steelers. I'm gonna go with Broncos on this one. Steelers don't look so
Yeah,
hot.
the Steelers have been banged up, so
Yeah, they're hella banged
I
up.
have to go with that Broncos defense.
Bucks and Dolphins, easy Bucks. Saints and Washington. That one's close. Saints did get fucking beat up by the Giants in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Washington on this one. Heineke has been playing pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
Scary Terry McLaurin is Scary Terry McLaurin again.
Uh huh.
Um, Gibson's kind of playing a little bit better. Not like wow, but he's playing a little bit better than he started the first weeks. They do have Logan Thomas in IR LT,
Yeah.
so there is that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go the opposite. I'll just go with Saints. It is home in New Orleans, so I think Kamara's gonna have like an explosive game, and that's what's gonna carry them for the win. Eagles and Panthers. I'm gonna go with Panthers.
Yeah, for sure, Panthers. I'll never go for the Eagles. You'll never catch me go for the
No,
Eagles.
fuck the Eagles. Fuck Philly.
And because of that YouTuber who was touching
Oh yeah, EDP.
meeting up with
Fuck that dude.
what?
EDP.
Yeah, EDP was meeting with like a 13-year-old. He's like 30.
Titans and Jaguars. I'm gonna go with the Jags on this one. They're gonna get their first win, I think, without their head coach.
Titans and Jaguars?
Yeah.
You got the Jaguars for
Yes.
Titans and Jaguars? What?
Yeah.
Nah, I got Titans for
All
sure.
right. Patriots and Texans. Patriots for sure.
Yeah. Patriots.
Bears and Raiders. I'm gonna have to go with a team.
The Raiders.
You can't see me because technical issues, but I got my Raiders hat, and yeah, we'll go Raiders. Browns and Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one. They have a better offense. And what's his name?
That's gonna be a good game, Browns and Chargers.
What's the quarterback? I forget his name all the time. Baker Mayfield. He's injured, kinda. Not
for real?
not his throwing arm. They say he's tore his labrum, but he's still throwing with his good arm. So I feel like that's why we've been seeing like players like Kareem Hunt and Chubb do really well.
Yeah.
We talked about 49ers and Cardinals and Bills and Chiefs. So yeah. And we also talked about Monday night games. So that's pretty much it for the week on football games. But before we end the show, we gotta talk about Yahoo, our Yahoo Fantasy League.
Yahoo Fantasy League.
1 second. Let me change some settings real quick, so be patient. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. So yeah, this is our league of record for our season. All right. This week it's going to be me against Tupapi Chulo, Mr. Taylor Pontin. Quickly compare the teams.
The ones that took down the champ last week.
Yeah.
My first oh my god.
Yeah, he's on a 3-winning streak, but I think I can pull the dub. It is 50-50, so I mean we'll see. So on my team we have Aaron Rodgers, Cooper Kupp, Shenault, Dalvin Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Mike Gesicki, Marquise Brown, Prater, Buffalo, and then on Taylor's team we have Lamar Jackson, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, James Robinson, Cordell Patterson, Hunter Henry, Lockett, and Younghoe Koo in Cleveland. I'm not going to say who's going to win because I'm always going to think I'm going to win, but I'll let you predict on that one.
I'm going to have to go with the champion killer, Mr. Taylor Lautner over here.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
What's it called? I don't like Snelton Jr., man. I don't know. He's kind of
you also got to understand.
So not consistent. So that's why I don't like him.
All right, I'll give you that. But DJ Chark is out, right? I think he's in IR. So he's going to be going up. He's been getting more reps last week. So I see something more from him. But my lineup's still not set. So we will see.
You right.
Fix my
What's the next game?
But next game is going to be our next co-host. What? You keep changing your names every week.
Whatever my opponent's name is.
Okay, so we have Lo que anda buscando going against El Más Buscado. I always wonder, what the fuck is that? Is Uli's picture in there? There's just some random dude. You know who that is?
I think that's Cesar Chavez. No?
Is it? I think maybe it is. I think you're right. But anyway, on Adolfo's team, we have Tom Brady, Adam Thielen, Keenan Allen, James Conner, Chase Edmonds. You have 2 running backs on the same team?
Yeah, and I'm starting both, baby.
All right.
Just look at what they did last week. Conner got, 20 points, and Edmonds got like 17.
Yep.
No, 18. Got set. It's a 17.9, almost 18.
Yeah.
I'll take any week. And have the legend Derrick Henry in my flex.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. Oof. Yeah. Mark Andrews, Carlson, and New Orleans. And on Uli's team, we have Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf, Najee Harris, Antonio Gibson, Schultz, Cole Beasley. Oh, when did that happen? And I don't know, his kicker and the Washington defense. Oh, that's a tough one. But Adolfo's been more consistent, and you can't underestimate King Henry.
Mm-hmm.
I've been noticing. I'll just say this. Here's a tip for some of you players: do not play your early games as your flex. I've seen that mistake all the time. Or like they'll play like a Thursday night game on as their flex. Don't do that. That's just a tip for me, because you can always change your flex, but you can't change your no. Yeah, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying. but yeah.
Yeah, put Henry in Connor's spot. Got it.
All right, next game is gonna be Broccoli going against El Paisano.
Will he go 0-5? That's the question.
Yeah. All right.
The leading. Damn. To think that Paisano was first place last year, like throughout the whole regular season.
Yeah.
And now he's in the bottom, but hey man, I was there once, 0-4, and I don't know what happened to my team. They just woke up, and I hope the best, man. I hope El Paisano's team and then Mitchell's team wakes up and makes this league a little bit more interesting. If not, it's just going to be 8 people fighting for 6 spots.
Hey man, Louisiana guys are blowing up. They're coming up in the top.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Broccoli. He has Patrick Mahomes, DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs, Saquon Barkley, Darrell Henderson, TJ Hawkinson, Cooks, Tucker, and San Francisco D. For El Paisano, he has Josh Allen, Antonio Brown, Amari Cooper is questionable, Nick Chubb, Tony Pollard, Kyle Pitts, Galladay, Bass for his kicker, and Tampa Bay. I don't know, man. If I were to pick a team to have, it'd be Broccoli's team. I don't see Paisano winning on that one. Tony Pollard's really good, but I mean, there's Zeke. Well, Zeke didn't practice today, or it was like limited. Kyle Pitts hasn't had a breakout game, but he could break out these coming weeks. Josh Allen's really good. I mean, so we have Patrick Mahomes going against Josh Allen, and they're going against the same game. What? Oh man, that's gonna be a good one. I didn't notice that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Broccoli's gonna get
for sure. I got Broccoli on this one too. Some advice for Paisano would be, I don't like starting 2 players from the same team. I know I am starting. I know I am starting Connor and Edmonds, but those 2 are a different story. One's a catching back, one's a running back. They both get touchdowns every game. So yeah, but you can't say the same thing with Cooper or Pollard. They're not all gonna share touchdowns. Mostly, they're all gonna go to Cooper. We all know it's always gonna be Cooper, Zeke, and Dak getting most of the touchdowns.
Yeah.
And if it goes to their tight ends, Jarwin or Schultz,
Well,
and
let's see.
Maybe we'll see a touchdown by
Pollard, I mean, he could play Miles Sanders or. Maybe if Cook doesn't play, he's gonna probably play Madison. So
yeah,
it's a give or take. But I mean, Omar's team is pretty stacked. So but yeah, I'll give him that.
8% you need running backs, Tommy.
We do have Ricky Bobby and Waller's Ballers playing against each other. Robert's been.
Oh, Ridley's out. Just got confirmed that Ridley is out, and Chris Carson's out too.
But yeah, Chris Carson's gonna be out.
But Ridley from the Atlanta Falcons is out too.
Yeah, Ridley's out because of personal issues. That game's supposed to be in London, which is pretty cool. Because remember, like 2 years ago, they had a Mexico game. I wonder if they're doing that again. But that's beside the point for these 2 teams. So on Ricky Bobby's team, he has Justin Herbert, Tyreek Hill, who had that monster game, CeeDee Lamb, Aaron Jones, Fournette, Kittle, McLaurin, Butker, and Dallas defense. But Waller's Ballers, he has Russell Wilson, Deebo Samuel, Deontay Johnson, Swift, Elliott, Waller, Boyd, and Suckup and Denver defense. Ooh, this I don't know. I don't know if I can pick. Good tight ends. So I guess 1-1 Tyreek Hill, Debo Samuel, really good. I'm gonna say maybe Waller's Ballers. Waller, he's last week. Robert scored pretty high. I think in the 150s, 160s, something like that.
Yeah.
And Ricky Bobby, he has a little explosive players, but his team didn't get up that high either. So I'm gonna go with Robert on this one, unless you think different.
I'm gonna have to go with Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, I mean he also has Scary Terry McLaurin, but he also has Kittle, who.
The Fournette too, who
yeah. Dallas defense, amazing defense, but I'm not sure if it's going to be like a 10-point defense. Do you think?
well, nah, not really, because it's a rival game, and Barkley's been going off lately, so I think Barkley's gonna expose some spots of the Cowboys. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Cowboys are a solid defense now and
Yeah.
have no weak spots. But Barkley's gonna for sure try to do some this week.
Yeah. And then in the last game, it's going to be El Sicario. Can you hear snoring in the background?
No.
Okay, good. Just making sure somebody's sleeping behind me. And it's the player. El Sicario is back, MX. Going against El Mencho 956. On Sicario's team, you have Kyler Murray, D-Hop, Mike Evans, Alvin Kamara, Kareem Hunt, Cook, Jones, and Folk for his kicker, and LA defense. And on Junior's team, we have Dak Prescott, T. Higgins, who's questionable, Robert Woods, Austin Eckler, Williams from the Detroit Lions, Jamal Williams, Travis Kelce, A.J. Brown's coming back for him, Matt Gay, the kicker, and New England defense. Oh. It says that Junior's the favorite. But, I think we're going to see a comeback from D-Hop. I think Kamara's going to have an amazing game. Hunt has been doing amazing too. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Snorlax. El Sicario.
Snorlax. Yeah.
And yeah, man, maybe we'll have 2-5-0. 0-5 teams.
That'd be crazy,
dude. That'd be a first. Like, I don't think we've ever seen anyone go like more than 0-4.
Yeah.
But hopefully they can manage to make their way to the 6th spot. One of them at least, make things interesting. Or they might prepare for next year, One of them does have Travis Kelce, so, he could trade that for a first-round pick next year.
Yeah, on Junior's team. Higgins, I'm not sure of him because he is questionable. Robert Woods just hasn't been getting the action. Eckler's been still a stud. Jamal Williams, you can't beat Swift, so I guess you can play him.
I hear him now.
I'll try to talk a bit louder so you can hear. He does have Travis Kelce. That dude, Travis Kelce is predicted to make 22 points, and I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about A.J. Brown because he's just coming back. I don't know. It could go either way. This might be a low-scoring game. I think like each player going like 115 versus like 116, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. But yeah, I think that wraps things up for our episode of Helmet to Helmet. But yeah, it's good to be back. I have this uploaded by tonight, Thursday before the game. Well, probably during the game. But yeah, thanks for watching. And any last words?
I'll see you in the promised land, my friend. I'll see all of you there.
On the next episode of Helmet. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na.